Aloha everyone. It is my privilege to be able to share with you my story. So 3 years ago, my husband and I, we felt compelled to take our 12 children to live with the homeless in the village of Pu'uhonua o Waianae, which is located at the Waianae Boat Harbor. I truly believe that you cannot help others effectively if you haven't lived a single day in their shoes. So we took our family to live with the houseless for a total of 2 months. Our children say to this day that that was their favorite summer ever. We met beautiful people and we learned so much while living there. We experienced life without electricity, without running water, without the internet, and without our dear air conditioning. We learned to do things like bucket washing for our laundry, and they taught us how to survive the storm and so much more. As amazing as that experience was, we also learned and experienced many of the hardships. So after taking a step back from our 2-month experience, I realized that if I was going to help break systemic poverty, especially in Waianae, it was going to be through bringing education and stability into our community. Every child that lived in that encampment from 17 years and down that we personally met struggled with things like basic multiplication facts. Many of the adults were high school dropouts and never graduated. We personally witnessed one particular family that had 3 generations that were living in the same encampment. Many of the teens had either stopped attending school altogether or were rarely ever going. I knew that those teens and those children were more than likely going to become the next generation of homeless. So doing nothing was not an option. Today, my husband and I, we raised 13 children, 3 of which came from that encampment. I also tutor and live life with many other families who live in poverty from 7 different villages all throughout Waianae. Since leaving the encampment, I went into training and became a substitute teacher, and I teach all throughout Waianae. While working on campus, I realized that we have a shortage for math and science teachers, and I found out that's a problem statewide. We also have a great need to help our students beyond the school hours. So I already have plans to open a tutoring center in Makaha for underprivileged students. Our focus in that tutoring center is going to be on bringing education and stability into the lives of our keiki. I personally have never attended college. I never attended college after I graduated from high school because certain family members told me that we wouldn't be able to afford it, and due to my ethnicity, that I wouldn't qualify for scholarships. So I always attended tech schools. I knew that if I was going to help tutor children and doing the things that I was doing, that I could help them to succeed from kindergarten all the way through high school. But I also knew that I would never be able to help them go beyond that if I didn't attend college myself. So after living with the homeless, a newly formed dream to help kids with education is what sent me back to college to begin my journey in obtaining my secondary education degree in mathematics. I had to educate myself if I was going to make a greater impact on my community than just giving food and clothing. But my greatest obstacle that was standing in my way was the financial burden that this might place on my family. I told myself that if my schooling took any finances away from all of my children and all of the families that we were currently helping, that I would make the decision not to attend college. So I worked really hard to apply for every scholarship that I could possibly get my hands on. And I'm thankful that for these past 3 semesters, I was able to obtain a couple of scholarships that helped to cover my tuition costs. Unfortunately, this past semester was the most difficult on our finances because I had many intense classes, which made it very difficult to teach, to substitute teach, and handle the workload of my 5 college classes. We struggled because I had to work a lot less than usual, but as a family, we pushed through. At the end of the semester, I had to make a decision. I wasn't sure if I should continue to attend college or if I should take a break so that I could try to rebuild our finances and work a little bit more. But I knew that if I stopped attending, the chances were that I may not return. And all I could think about was all the keiki and waianae that I was fighting for. You can only imagine, how wonderful it was for me to receive notice through Hawaii Community Foundations that I was given 4 scholarships that would help to alleviate the financial burden for the next 2 semesters. Sorry. This is what it looked like when I got the news. Reading the awards that I was given brought me to tears. I do not take this opportunity lightly. I am driven not to just pass college, but to learn everything I possibly can, because my desire is to be an effective teacher and to help my future students, not just to succeed from kindergarten through high school, but from kindergarten all the way through college. Currently, I'm about to begin my 4th semester and have already obtained 47 credit hours while sustaining a 4.0 GPA. I want to express my gratitude to all of you who have sacrificially given to help students like me to achieve their dreams. Your generosity will make an impact not only on my life, but also many future generations to come. And for that, I say, mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much.